When you see someone like Michael Saylor as a public company CEO of MicroStrategy in America stick $5 billion worth of Bitcoin on his balance sheet, when you see that happen, what do you think? Because you're a company that's dealing with, regulators and these kinds of things and balance sheets, and you see someone do that, stock price goes up on the back of it. He's now trying to issue as much more debt as possible and buy more Bitcoin. Yeah. What do you see there, pros and cons? Because he might come up against regulators at some point as well.
Right. Well, first of all, he is the closest thing we have to a Bitcoin ETF right now, because the whole company is essentially Bitcoin. It moves almost one-to-one with Bitcoin. And I understand why he did that. This is a huge opportunity. It was unexplored. It gave access to a lot of institutions that don't have the mandate to even have a Coinbase account to buy Bitcoin outright, and then they have to worry about storage and pricing it right, etc. They don't have the mandate. So this was very important last year when it happened, because it ensured a influx of institution coming into the space, owning Bitcoin. Yes, indirectly, not your keys, not your coins type of mentality where we are coming from. But, that was really, really important. And I thank him for that. Now he's taking it almost to a religious level. I am more open-minded towards other things. And I think that if you are too focused on just this one particular thing, it opens risks. What if you get it wrong? I don't think he's wrong on Bitcoin, right? But I think there's great assets and opportunities in the entire blockchain space beyond even Bitcoin. So these are some of the challenges. I don't think necessarily that the regulators are going to cause him any trouble, because it is very transparent what he's doing. He has been CEO of a public company for quite a while. He knows the disclosures that need to be in place. Where it could get, dangerous is for deeper corrections of Bitcoin, where he starts having investors who've lost money with it, and that's when the trouble starts. But just from a regulatory perspective, I think he's in a good place.
Right. What if he starts putting billions on a stablecoin on his balance sheet? Then it's a whole nother ballgame.
Well, yeah, then. But why would he do that?
I don't know.
Just not to hold the dollar? Or?
I had him on the show, and again, he's considered a maximalist, but compared to Max Kaiser, he's not as
Nobody is a maximalist compared to Max.
I agree. Max is the maximalist of Maxes, and appropriately named. His mom knew what was coming. And Max is all about Bitcoin, and everything else is, quite frankly, a shitcoin, as Max texts me back and forth. But when I had Michael on the show, he talked about Bitcoin as digital property. He made some amazing analogies. He's a great spokesman, for sure. But at the end, I said, stablecoins, this is a real innovation. This is a real use case scenario. This is a real gateway drug for this space. And he at the end said, yes, you will need a currency that's digital. He says, as opposed to Bitcoin, which is more of a digital property, you need something that's liquid. So at the end, without saying, I'm in, he basically said there is a real use case for this. It's going to be needed in the world. Right. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd be totally surprised if Michael changed game and bought some of the ETH, et cetera. But then again, that might bring more regulation issues. And whereas right now, he's probably very safe buying another 10 billion Bitcoin from a regulation perspective. So
absolutely,
we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens there.